Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa. I know I haven't been on YouTube in a while, but I'm back and I'm super excited to come to you guys with a new video. I'm going to be showing you all of the sapphic books and LGBTQ books that I own in my collection. I have a whole LGBTQ shelf that I'll show you an overview of, and I'm gonna go through some of the reads, some of the books that I've read, some that I'm excited for, and all the good things. So yeah, the first book that I have here is Kiss Her Once for Me by Alice Cochran. You can see, hopefully that focuses. Yeah, so this book is about a girl named Ellie who starts dating this woman. I feel like that's going to be like all these books, honestly. But I got this book from the thrift store, and it actually comes with a signed card from the author. So that's why I picked it up, honestly. But I have a hardback cover of this book. So yeah, we have that one. We have Dragging Mason County by Curtis Campbell. This book is about this boy named Peter who kind of gets himself in a little bit of trouble after he says an inappropriate comment to one of his classmates, and he is deemed a self-hating homophobe. And it kind of goes through his journey as he tries to his image by helping his best friend throw a drag extravaganza in their small town. So I'm currently reading this book and I am loving it. I haven't seen anyone on here talk about this book or on TikTok, but it is really good. It's really funny, and the writing style is so unique and cool that I think that anyone will like it. The next book I have, and this is going to be a mix of fiction and nonfiction. I have a couple nonfiction books that in this stack that I'll go through. The next book I have is Homebodies by Timbre Denton Hurst. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. But this book is essentially about this woman named Mickey, who dreams of writing stories that matter. She has a media job and she gets fired and she moves back home, and it kind of goes through her outlining. She writes a detailed letter to the job that fired her about racism in corporate America, basically, and it doesn't end up going well for her. So she goes back to her hometown, and then yeah, stuff hits the fan. I'm really excited to read this book. This is a literary fiction book and it seems right up my alley. I don't know, I love books like this that just tell like simple stories that I find relatable. As someone working in like a white dominated field, having this kind of representation and these kind of stories written is always like a plus. The next book I haven't read, but it's called When Katie Met Cassidy by Camille Perry. I don't know what this book is about. All I know is it's sapphic. So moving on to Like a House on Fire by Lauren McBrayer. This book is absolutely amazing, y'all. Listen. So it is about this woman, this middle-aged woman who starts dating this older woman that she works with, and it is a slow burn at its core. If you like slow burns, you will love this book. This book is a slow burn. I was screaming by the end of this book. I wanted to throw it against the wall. I was like, can you guys hurry up and just get together, please? But I absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was amazing. The next book I read a while ago when it came out. It's called Old Enough by Haley Jacobson. This book is about this girl named Sav who starts college, and she is told between not varying points of view, but like different timelines about her in the past where she was experienced an incident and her in the future as she's coming to terms with her sexuality and just learning herself and finding a found family and all that good stuff. The other book I have that I haven't read yet is Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austin. I love Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austin, but I haven't read Interesting Facts About Space. This one is essentially about this woman who is afraid. She believes someone is stalking her. I believe that's what the book is about. She believes someone is stalking her, and she's also very afraid of bald men. And I think it says, brimming with quirky humor, charm, and heart, Interesting Facts About Space effortlessly shows us the power of revealing our secret shames in the most beautifully human parts of us all. A fast-paced, hilarious, and untimely hopeful novel for anyone who is worried they might be a terrible person. Sounds fantastic. I love this author, so I'm definitely can't wait to read that. The next book I have is Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. Haven't read this book, don't really know what it's about, but I've seen it around on TikTok. I Think I Love You by Ariane Desambre. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's the author. This is a YA book about these two girls who are doing, I think they're doing they're in like theater, or like they enjoy making movies and things like that, and they do something, I don't know what they do, but they get together. Other book I have is How You Get the Girl by Anita Kelly. I heard that this book is the third book in like a series, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, you'll have to let me know down in the comments if that's true or not, but this is what it looks like, and it is a sports romance, and it's sapphic. So the other book I have is Some Girls Do by Jennifer Dugan. I read this book a while ago, but I honestly forgot what it was about. I don't think I liked it that much, but it's still on my shelf, so I thought I'd put it in this video. Another book that's a literary fit book that is on my shelf and is LGBTQ is Your Driver's Wedding by Priya Guns. This book is about this girl who, it says, electrifying, fierce, and funny social satire. A rideshare driver is barely holding it together on the hunt for love, dignity, and financial security until she decides she's done waiting. So that sounds really good. Honestly, I might put this in the stack of soon to be read. But yeah, I haven't read that one yet. And the other book that I'm going to show you, I haven't read, and I know, shocker, because this is such a popular book that everyone's basically read, but I haven't personally read it, and I haven't seen the movie. So that is Riot in Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This book is about if we had a woman president, and about the son of the president and the son of the queen and the UK, I believe, if they got together. So yeah, we have The Romance Recipe by Ruby Barrett. This book is quite spicy. I read this book a while ago. It's about a restaurant owner and one of the cooks, and it's I don't know, it's sizzling. That's what it says on the bag. It's sizzling, so keep that in mind. The other book I have is a historical fiction book. It's called All of You, Every Single One by Beatrice Hitchman. I started reading this book a while ago, and it is absolutely beautifully written. I can't like recommend this book enough for its writing, because it is so, it's just so good, and it's written in such a way that, I don't know, I'm one of those people who, I like beautifully written novels. I like writing. I like if writing has rhythm to it, a cadence, and things like that, and this book definitely does. And it's also really melancholy, and I feel like that's kind of like my style when it comes to books, especially like literary fiction type of books. But yeah, this book is about this woman named Julia who leaves her husband for a tailor named Eve, and they move to Vienna in the year 1911, and they basically start a home there, and they start their life until Julia wants to have a child, and things kind of hit the fan from there. The next book I have, let me grab it, is All of Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. This book is a YA fantasy, and I haven't read it yet, but I also have the second book to this one, and this one I believe includes trans representation, sapphic, is all the things, and it is about a girl named Maeve who, it says, Maeve Chambers will do almost anything for attention. So when she finds a dusty pack of tarot cards at school, she soaks up the celebrity that comes with giving eerily accurate readings to her classmates. There's one person whose attention she can't capture though, her former best friend Lily Callahan, whom she betrayed last year in an act that still makes Maeve cringe. When Lily is finally goaded into sitting for a reading, she selects a card that shouldn't be there at all. 2 days later, she disappears. So that sounds really good. But that's what this book is. Here it is. I believe Caroline Donahue wrote another book that's fairly popular. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'm pretty sure she's written another book that's really popular. The next two books I'm going to show you, or the next three books I'm going to show you, are nonfiction. So the first is In the Dream House by Carmen Marie Machado. This book is about a woman who tells her life story of a relationship, an abusive relationship that she was in. Beautifully done, just chef's kiss all around. The Family Outing by Jessie Hempel. This book is about a woman whose family one by one comes out as either gay or they come out as gay. A lot of people in her family one by one. It's a really great memoir. A Girlhood Letter to My Transgender Daughter by Caroline Hayes. This is also a really good book if you're looking for trans representation, just conversations around trans rights and things like that, and hearing a mother's story about her daughter. It's very heartwarming, so beautiful. Highly recommend. Oh, I guess I have 4 nonfiction books, because we have Boy Erased by Garrett Conley. This one is about a boy who goes to a conversion camp, and his kind of just like journey being in that environment and being exposed to that kind of abuse. So yeah. Some other books that I have, I'm gonna go through them fairly quickly because I feel like this video is getting a little long, but I'll go through the ones that I have. I have One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. This is also a book that I haven't read, but I want to. I just need to read some Casey McQuiston. I will, I promise. The Taking of Jake Livingston. We have Felix Ever After by Casey Callender. One of my favorite YA books, I Kissed Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. Well, I have read something by Casey McQuiston. Yeah, I have read something by her. And actually, I love this book. I gave it 4 stars. So, yeah. How to Evacuate a Heart by Jake Mia Arlo. I haven't read this book. I think I'm going to read it around the winter time when it gets a little chillier. That's when I'll read that book. But also, I want to give one of my favorite. This is the book that I'm currently reading right now, or I'm going to be reading today. It just came in the mail. But it is Coming Home by Brittany Griner. I am so excited to read Britney's story. If you don't know about Britney, she was detained in Russia back in 2022. And this is basically her story. The trauma that she endured when she was there, being wrongfully detained and basically abused. And this is her story about coming home to her wife and her family, and what that looked like for her. I'm really excited to dive into this one. This one, I know it's gonna like pull at the heartstrings like memoirs always do. But yeah, I'm really excited for this book and can't wait to dive into it. So those are some books that I have on my sapphic shelf. If you like a part 2 to this video, just let me know down in the comments. I have way more books on my LGBT, I keep saying sapphic shelf because a lot of them are sapphic, but I meant my queer shelf. I have just a ton of videos, a ton of books on there. So if you want to see more, just let me know down in the comments and I will make that happen. The next video that I'm going to post will be basically a review of like some of the books that I've read in the past couple days, or like the past month or so. So thank you for coming back to my channel and I hope you have a nice day. Bye. Hey y'all, so I'm back in front of the bookshelves and I am going to show you the rest of my LGBTQ collection books. I'm going to go through them in like rapid fire and I'll talk about some of them if I've read them or not. And some of them that I'm just super excited for. All of them I'm super excited for, but I'm just gonna go through them really quickly. So the Infinity Alchemist by Kaysen Callender. This is the same author that wrote Felix Ever After, but this is a fantasy instead of a contemporary YA book. I'm really excited for this one. This one has trans rep, it has queer rep, it has polyamorous characters of color. Yeah, it just seems really amazing. It's kind of about this boy who is practicing alchemy as a crime, and it's a crime where he's from. He's not supposed to be practicing it, and it kind of just tells that story. The next book I have is The Miseducation of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth. You probably already know what this book's about. There's an amazing movie out with I was about to say Cameron Diaz. Chloe, I forget her last name, but it's a really good movie. This is the book. If it focuses, that's the book. The next book I have is Mostly Dead Things by Kristen Arnett. This book is very special to me because not only is it signed, I met Kristen and she is lovely. It's signed. But yeah, this one is about a girl who works at a taxidermy business, her family taxidermy business, and it's kind of like a family story. Yeah. So the next book I have is Imogen Obviously by Becky Albertelli. This book was really good. It's about a girl who goes to university for a little while. As you can see all my tabs. She goes to I think it's a summer program at one of the local colleges that she's interested in going to, and it's kind of about her like discovering like who she is, like found family, and discovering her queerness in the process, and also like discovering that she has a terrible friend. The next book I have is Wish You All the Best by Mason Dever. I'm really excited for this one. This one is about a non-binary character, and they basically get kicked out of their home and have to go live with, I believe, their sister, and they meet a boy named Nathan who's funny, charismatic, and all the things, and they kind of fall in love, and it just tells their story. The next book I have is The Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School by Sora Reyes. This book, it says it's about 16-year-old Yamilet Flores. Prefers to be known for her killer eyeliner, not for being one of the only Mexican kids at her school, new, mostly white, very rich Catholic school. But at least there's no one knows she's gay, and Yami intends to keep it that way. This book is really good. I read this book a while ago, but yeah, it's really good. The next book I have is Can't Let Her Go by Kiana Alexander. I don't really know what this book is about. I just know it's black, it's sapphic, and it's on my bookshelf. Another book I have is Yanni and His Shoes Guide to Fake Dating. This is how it looks. It's a beautiful cover. It's one of my favorite covers that I have on my shelf, honestly. I think this is a UK version of it, but it is basically essentially what the title insinuates. That's what the book's about. So yeah. Another book I have that's sapphic and very heavy, I would check trigger warnings for this one, is called After Love by Tanya Byron. Byrne. This is the title. Oh, is that gonna focus? Okay. So After Love by Tanya Byron or Byrne. This is also a UK edition. It has spray painted edges and it's really cute. Well, the book isn't really cute. The book is really heavy. I got, let's see what page I got to. I got to page 293 out of about, give or take 400 pages. And I had to stop because of how heavy this book was. I was like crying. It was so sad. It's basically about this girl who gets an invitation from the afterlife to join a clan of fierce girl reapers who take the souls of the city's dead and wait, who are awaiting their fate. Another book that I have is a literary fiction book. It's called What We Do in the Dark. We Do What We Do in the Dark by Michelle Hart. This one is about older, I think it's an age gap literary sapphic book. It's about this girl who gets to a relationship with, I believe, her professor, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this one is a kind of slow burn as well, and it's kind of slower on the slower side, but it's really short. It's only about 211 pages, and I read this one in a day. The next book I have, which is one of my favorite books ever, is Rosewater by Liv Little. This one is about this black UK girl who she's just on a journey to healing, and just I don't even know how to explain it, because it just has so many different complex topics discussed in it, and it tells the story of just like growing up and coming into like girlhood and like womanhood and things like that, and just like discovering yourself in the process. I don't know, I highly recommend this book. I think it is fantastic, and read it. The next book I have is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This one, it says, in this twisty, heartbreaking, profoundly moving, blah 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 story brings a life-charged, dangerous near future somewhere in the Bronx, and it's basically about this revolutionary mind-altering procedure that people can go through to kind of erase their memories, their traumatic memories. It's a YA book, and I heard it's really good, so I'm really excited to dive into it eventually. One of my favorite sapphic YA books is She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quinlan. This one is about a girl named Scotty who starts dating this popular girl at her school, and yeah, they hit it off and fall in love. All the Things We Don't Talk About by Amy Feltman. I haven't read this book, but this is a literary fiction book. It is, let's see what it's about. Oh, I found the sticker. This sticker, if it'll focus. My partner drew this. This is a really cute sticker. So, it's about this girl who lives with her father, and her mother comes back into town and basically kind of shakes up their life. Another book that I have on my shelf that's queer is Loveless, or LGBTQ things is Loveless. The other one that I have is Dyket by Jen Fran Davis. Of course, I have Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. I have not read this book, but I heard that it is really good, and the series is really good, but I haven't read it. Girl Made of Stars is about a bisexual character, and this one is also by Ashley Herring Blake. This is one of her YA books. We have The Stars and the Blackness Between Them by Wanda, I want to say Wanda Petrus. This one is black and sapphic. So, and I also have another black sapphic, which is called Kiana. This is Kiana Alexander's Can't Resist Her. And I don't know what this one is about. I just know it's black and sapphic. Hold Still by Nina LaCour. Stay Gold by Tobley McSmith. She Gets the Girl, Melt With You. And then we have Mistakes Were Made by Meryl Wussler. I really want to read this one. This one is an age gap romance as well. It's sapphic, and it tells the story between this girl who starts dating her best friend's mom or something like that. I don't know, but it sounds good. So those are the books that I have on my LGBTQ shelf, and I just wanted to go through them and show them to you in this vlog because I started showing them earlier, but I didn't finish. But those are all of them. I'm sure there's more in the room, especially like fantasy, like The Final Strife, and some other books that I have, but they're not on that shelf, so I didn't pick them up. But anyway, yeah, so I'll see you in the next clip when I talk to you about after.